Welcome, I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up. I made this simple stampin' card with products from Stampin' Up. I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. You'll be able to click the links for the products that you would like to be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up. You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. I'm using Approaching Perfection, and this is a stamp set from the Celebration brochure. You can get this free with a qualifying order. And I'm also using the Ombre Designer Series paper, another product from the Celebration. If you would like both of these, you would need to order $100 in the US to get 2 level 1 products for free. But I'm going to show you how to make the ombre paper, and you can keep making more and more all the time. My cardstock is Blackberry Bliss, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I am using a piece of the Ombre Designer Series paper. I have a piece of basic white cardstock to go on the inside. You couldn't write on this dark paper, so you really need to have something on the inside. And of course you'll want an envelope. My ink is Blackberry Bliss. I liked the idea of going from dark to light, and so I've got my light color on the right side. This stamp set has several stamps that are a little bit snarky, especially for people that are a little bit in our prime maybe. You could use any of these. I like the idea of approaching one color from another. So I'm going to just stamp my greeting in the upper right corner. And then there's some stamps, and I'm going to stamp these across the bottom. Now, you will see that these stamps are not super straight across the bottom, and that will be very helpful. So if you kind of stamp with the bottom of the stamp about where the bottom of the paper is, and then because there's a little bit of a border on the stamp, if you kind of put that border over the last candle that you stamped, you'll get a pretty even border. And I thought I would stamp on the inside just one of those stamps with the candles. And maybe use the happy birthday stamp on the inside. And we just need to put the inside on the inside, taking care not to smear that ink. I didn't leave it much time to dry. So we'll just put that on the inside. And the outside on the outside. And that's really it. By the way, you could use one of the other colors if you prefer. Bermuda Bay, Blackberry Bliss, Granny Apple Green, or Rococo Rose. If you wanted to jazz it up a little bit, you could put rhinestones on one or more of the candles. I like to use my Take Your Pick tool. And if you just press it down and slide it, And then maybe I'll just put one on the last one. You could really jazz it up a lot by putting a rhinestone on every single one of those candles if you'd like. And I told you I would tell you how to make the ombre paper. So first of all, I'm going to want just a piece of scratch paper underneath and just a blank piece of basic white cardstock. Get my stamp pad out again. And this is a blending brush. These, you can see I have used this. It's a little bit stained, but these have, I don't know if you can even see this. These are the finest bristles. When I first saw it from a distance, I thought it was foam, and these are just really fine bristles packed tight together, and they're really great for giving you a nice, even blended color. So I'm just going to kind of swirl this along here. Now you might be a better blender than I am, but I think the secret is to take it easy, a little bit at a time. And when you pick up new ink, just kind of swirl it around to kind of mix in the colors so you don't have you don't want any big kind of spots of dark ink. And I kind of did that here, but that's on my dark side. So I can just blend that in. And you're going to want to always start on the same side, on your dark side, so that you can blend those colors out to basically nearly white. This isn't as perfect as the professionally blended inks. I think it has its own charm. So you may want to pick up one of these blending brushes. By the way, you get 3 brushes, and you can clean them by just rubbing on a microfiber cloth. That'll get most of the ink off. I actually just run it under the sink and maybe even with a little bit of soap and get most of the ink off. But if you do that, you want to give it plenty of time to dry, like overnight. Here's a card I completed with the hand blended paper. So whether you make this super simple, jazzed up with 1 rhinestone, jazzed up with a lot of rhinestones, or home blended, it's totally up to you. Here is the web address for this project, where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. Just click the links and you'll be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up! Also on my website, you'll find a shop button. Under shop, you'll find products from Bev, shopping strategies, frequent shopper points, a link to my online store at Stampin' Up! When you click products from Bev, you'll find information about sharing my current products notebook in Evernote, and taggers. I started making taggers when all of those layering shapes came out, and it was so hard for me to figure out which one I used and how to tell somebody else which one I used. So I made taggers. Each tagger has the name of the dies, the item number, how many in the set, and each tagger has the size of that shape. I also sell my cardstock sampler, fine tip glue pen replacement tips, and large and small reclosable bags that I use for designer series paper, both the 6x6 and the 12x12. And I have a link for my friend's bow maker. Under inspiration, you can scroll my projects, look at the latest post, find out about the basics, which I've designed especially for new stampers, and techie tips. Under getting organized, you'll find links to stamp case slips, product labels, large labels, case inserts, ink refill cases, lots of coloring tools, a stamp pad storage solution for practically no money, catalog tabs, a quick reference, and a wish list with the catalog index, directions for my basic toolkit to go and my compact desktop toolbox. I have so many people looking for my Evernote current products notebook that I have a new tab just for that. You can find out how to share my searchable catalog. You can go to SIP Together and you can find out how to join my team so that you can either save money or make money. Thank you for stopping by. Talk to you soon.